So once again, Hoop fans, Lori Shepard coming to you.
We're going to talk a lot about fantasy football rankings. I want to give the biggest shout out to high school sports.
Belly cut the defender, gets the ball, and it falls at the buzzer!
Parent.
Hello.
Welcome in to another Wednesday hump day of Hump Day. We are live on Four Quarters Facebook page. Air it out and subscribe to us on YouTube, just like Nina Otter did last week. Do you know that, CB?
Heyo.
Subscribe to us on YouTube, an amazing occupational therapist on CB's
You got that
team.
right.
I got it right, CB. I got it right. Let's start with some. We titled the show "Way to Stay," and that is a headline of the week for me. I'm gonna be different. We're gonna do our shout outs. Shout outs are very important. But headline of the week: Dan Hurley, the UConn men's basketball coach, turned down an offer from the LA Lakers, 6 years, $70 million. Wheels said that's not enough money to get him to leave.
Nope.
I say he wasn't ready, and I wouldn't want to coach the Lakers.
I mean, I wouldn't either, because you're just kind of coach by title. Because let's be real, any team LeBron's on, he has the say in literally everything.
Go take another team and rebuild through draft
That's
picks,
what I would want to.
because
Yes.
he can mold young men.
Yep.
But now he goes back to UConn, ding, 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 for a chance to three-peat. He did say the NBA intrigues him.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think this. I mean, he's going to listen. It
doesn't hurt to listen.
Doesn't hurt to listen.
Yep.
And he was very honest. He said to his basketball team at UConn, "Yeah, I'm talking to the Lakers.
Yep.
Yes, I will have a decision by Monday," and he followed suit.
He did.
Way to stay, Coach Mike Tomlin. I mean, he's not going anywhere anyways.
No, that guy is what a stud.
What a stud.
He really is such a stud.
There was no doubt.
No
Right?
doubt. No
but
doubt.
the Steelers doing what they do so well extended Coach Tomlin 3 more years through 2027. Of all the coaches coaching today, he has the longest tenure, 17 years.
Damn.
Obviously, a 2009 Super Bowl championship. He has a record of 173 wins, 100 losses, and 2 ties. I hate saying 2 ties
I know.
in football.
In football, it just doesn't make any sense.
Nope.
I don't want to say that in 17 years, I don't want to give him the podcast jinx.
I know.
Yeah, true.
But
Which, by the way, we have.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And
we
there is
do.
evidence of it that we
Every time.
are podcast jinx.
Every time.
There is
Every
no
time.
Madden jinx, and we'll talk
No.
about that later,
No.
but there is
Yeah.
a podcast jinx.
Yes.
Yep.
He has not had a losing season.
I
in
know.
his 17 years, knock on
Which
wood.
is crazy
ding,
considering
ding,
he had
ding,
Kenny
knock on
Pickett
wood.
as his quarterback
Right.
last year.
And
Right.
all the other ones he's had in the
Yeah.
past. I mean, he did have Ben Roethlisberger,
Correct.
but there's been some tough ones. I'm also going to headline of the week for me. I am a big hockey fan. What?
What?
I am a big hockey fan. I did not miss a second of Game 1 on Saturday night.
Wow.
I've
That's
kind
impressive.
of gravitated bandwagon to the Florida Panthers down in Miami, Fort Lauderdale area. Coach Mike McDaniels was beating the drum at center ice on Saturday
out.
night. Had his Panthers jersey on, said McDaniels, pounding the drum. He got me all pumped up. So I did not miss a second. And all I can say is, Sergei Bobrovsky, you are the effing man. Oh, my God. This goalie was standing on his head at one point. I'm not kidding
Solid.
you. The Edmonton Oilers outshot the Panthers 32-18.
Damn.
Which
Saturday
is
night.
crazy. I did see that stat.
32-18, and the Panthers won 3-0.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Bobrovsky was standing on his head. He was the first star of the game. They came back with Evan Rodriguez scoring 2 goals last night for a 4-1 win. Bobrovsky has given up 1 goal in 51 shots on
That's
goal.
crazy.
That
is
goal
crazy.
in 51 shots on goal. And here's my thought process. So backwards in hockey. They're in Florida. People don't go watch.
Right.
They're in Florida. That place is packed. Those fans are crazy. Connor McDavid of the Oilers is one of the best players in the game.
Yep.
With a puck on his stick, he is magic.
He's impressive.
He is
very
magic.
impressive.
Far from over, even though the
Right.
Panthers have a 2-0 lead, going back to Edmonton, where we all know how deep Edmonton Oiler hockey is, starting with the great one and Mark Messier. But I'm really into the series, you guys. So sorry, I had to do it. I had to say it.
It's all right.
I wanted you guys to go, what
We're
the
equal
F?
opportunity
Absolutely.
sports talk
Oh,
here.
loving the hockey.
You know?
Sam Drake says, I'm listening on my way home from work. CB, don't worry. My comments will be limited. We love all
Come
the
on,
comments.
Sam.
We love all the comments.
Shout out to poor Sammy.
Right?
Still pregnant,
Still
guys.
pregnant. Did not on June 7th
No.
have that little nugget. All right, it's
No.
okay, Sammy.
No.
It's all right. My biggest headline, though, is Jerry West.
Yeah.
The logo
Yep.
of the NBA, a 14-time All-Star, 8-time champ, whether as a player, as an executive, as a coach, passed away at the age of 86. Obviously one of the greatest players of all time. He is the logo. He is the one that put together the
Showtime. Yep.
in LA Laker land, and he by far is a indisputable greatest executive of the year with the Lakers and with the Memphis Grizzlies, because he built a team there. We have lost a legend, we have lost an icon, and 100% we've lost the logo. What a great player.
He's actually the first and only NBA player to win MVP in a losing situation. Like the Lakers
right.
lost in the NBA Finals, but he was the MVP.
He's the only one.
Only one.
That's
Yep.
So
amazing.
dominant.
Yep.
So dominant.
Yep.
I just, my heart just, whew. Yeah. So those are my headlines of the week. No shout outs yet. CB, you want me to throw it your way? Literally, you want me to throw the... No.
It's too much expensive.
Yeah.
Away.
Go ahead.
You're going to have to thread the needle. All
I
right.
can do that.
This week's so we have Ruby, who is 13 weeks old,
Way to
guys.
go, Ruby.
She's a little lab mix. She's a point guard with a high basketball IQ. Her Boston mama says she's super smart and is a puppy, so is being trained right now. And she's looking for a court with a fence and some teammates to kind of help get that puppy energy out. But she's here in Vermont, again at Golden Hugs Rescue. She's so cute, guys.
She is so... I saw the pictures.
But you look at her paws, and she's gonna be a big girl.
And with that being said, Wheels, what are you doing on Saturday?
Well, I believe we will have an addition to the family.
Am I being too...
Paisley will be getting a sister.
Yay!
Most likely, yes.
It's not engraved in stone
It is, but it isn't.
Okay.
It is, but this is. It
It's
never is.
happening.
It never is until
Right.
the dog actually comes off the bus.
Right.
And you actually see it. And but all of this, like,
She's so cute.
CB, like, talking about adopting, and we all been talking about it, and like they just. Everybody who knows me knows I'm a cat person.
Yep.
Like, I love cats, but hanging out with you guys and like all these dog
did it,
people,
CB.
it's like sucking me into Dogville.
Did it? Dogville. I
and
like it.
Paisley is, if you guys could see her on the camera during the day, she's so lonely.
She's lonely.
Yeah.
So lonely.
They do better in pairs.
Yeah, I'm
100%.
hoping. I'm excited. Paisley hopefully will be excited, and I can tell you who won't be is Jeter.
Aw.
Poor
I remember
Jeter.
when we first did our biggest, like
Poor
our first
Jeter.
big thing about dogs, and you put up such a fight for the cats.
I will always
true.
fight and defend cats.
Your
Always.
percentage though was like 99% cat, like 1% dog.
Right.
Right.
Yep. It's just see how the world changes. People change, guys.
People change for the better.
change.
Absolutely.
So
I mean, Wheels, you were already top dog, but
Yeah,
now that
so
you
I'm-
like
I'm trying.
Dogville,
Equal opportunity.
Equal opportunity. We hopefully will bring her to the studio so you guys can.
Oh my
she can make her
can't wait.
her appearance.
Oh,
And her name is Avery.
Oh.
After
Yes.
Jackson
After Jackson Avery.
Oh,
Yes.
my
So-
heart. So with Wheels doing this, CB, you and I are next.
Oh, God, you have
Every
to.
week, I'm like, oh, Norman, oh, Sassy,
Yeah.
oh, this one, oh, that one. Again this week. But I'm like, and, I have somebody staying at the house
Correct.
that can take care of the puppy.
Right.
If it was indeed a
puppy.
Right.
3-month-old
Right.
instead of
Yep.
a...
Right.
I still got to see if Norman's available.
You really do.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
telling you,
13-year-old
Norman.
Norman to
Oh.
me is the first one.
And he's deaf too.
Right, but the picture of him, just come on.
So cute.
I mean, think about him and Bo. I could make a movie out of those
You
two.
really
The
could.
grumpy old men.
Grumpy
Yeah.
Old Men, part 3, 2. The dog version.
Oh, that would be
The
awesome.
dog
That would be
version.
awesome.
CB, any more shout outs your way?
Not today.
Before
I
I
was trying
hand
to look
off
for
to
stuff.
Wheels?
Nothing for you?
Go
Nothing?
for it.
We got a really good picture we have to show of
Yes.
Wheels fam.
So, at my niece Addie's first year of high school sports has come to an end, sadly.
What a year it's been.
Yeah, they played Enosburg Saturday. Enosburg's tough, man. It's tough. It's a tough ride. They're 15-1 on the season, dominant in every aspect of the game. Otter Valley held them though. I mean, Enosburg didn't score till the 4th inning.
Yep.
Otter Valley, to their credit, they all made contact. It was probably the fastest pitcher they faced
was gonna ask
all
you.
year.
Okay.
Besides Florida, of course. But I was super impressed that they didn't go up there scared. They all made contact. And it ended up being, I believe, 6-0. We did have runners on every inning, but kudos to Enosburg. I think they're tough. Them and Linden, that's going to be a great battle in
It is
Division
going
2.
to be a heck
A
of a
great battle. But kudos to my niece. What a first year of sports she had.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I absolutely loved watching her play. And, I told her, I said, I love you and I love watching you play, but I'm ready for the break of scheduling my life around going to Otter Valley or doing this or doing that. But yeah, we took a family picture. Probably one of the best ones we've taken in a long time. Addie hates getting her picture
fabulous
taken.
picture.
But
does.
She does. She hates it.
In the other picture you sent me, just the two of you, I'm like,
She looks like she hates every
Yep.
second.
Wheels,
of this.
you're beaming.
I know.
And I'm like, yeah, Addie does not like to have her picture.
Yep, and
It's
I-
all right, Addie, I get it.
She's
Same,
just like,
same.
and I get it because they just lost and whatever. But I'm like, joking with her. I'm like, pretend you're proud to be that I'm your aunt. Just pretend you're proud and just smile, would you? And she, but I'm super proud of her. You just don't get those back, that time
Right.
back, your first year of
You're
high school
right.
sports. From playing football out of the blue, basketball where she's, it's my favorite to watch, and softball you're starting freshman, you make an all-star team
make
as
them
your
all.
first
Yep.
year. So, kudos to Addie, kudos to my parents for, basically their life of driving her back and forth and, they didn't miss a single game of all 3 sports. So,
Do you get some off time, or is there AAU? Or
no,
is it
I
just-
think this summer
Good.
she's got some off time.
Good. Good for her.
I think
That's important.
It is very important. She
Very
needs
important.
it. She went from one to the other to the other.
Yeah.
Those of you that have played 3 sports, we know how that is. Usually, a lot of times they overlap, and you literally have no time off. And I think soccer is on her radar for the fall. I think. So I think she's gonna go back to soccer.
Good for her. Wow.
But yeah, so the
her.
summer, no AAU, no summer softball. I think just kind of chill out and be a kid. And she does turn 16, so she turned 16 in
How
September.
does that
so
happen?
I don't know, but she'll have her license. Which, come on,
Wow.
I don't feel old or anything. Not at all. Not at all. So yes, so shout out to her. The other shout out I have is the USA Olympic women's basketball team was chosen.
Yep.
It's causing the biggest uproar ever because of an omission of Caitlin Clark. Everyone knows I love Caitlin Clark. I'm a huge fan. She didn't deserve to be on it.
You know who does though? Arike.
Yes.
How did Arike
Yeah.
not
Right.
get put?
Right.
Got,
I
not
agree with you
Get
there.
put on that roster.
Yeah. So I agree with
Everything you're hearing.
Yes,
She
they've all
will
made
get her
great
chance.
points, like all the analysts and stuff. The Olympics are in the middle of their season,
Right.
So they literally have to put a pause to the season. They have like maybe 7 practices together.
Right.
And this group has played the last 3 years together.
Right.
So to throw Caitlin Clark in there
Yep.
without experiencing any time with them,
Right.
it would be a disservice to her. And I understand that they want her because she grabs viewers
Right.
and makes them watch, but it's the Olympics. You're going to watch.
Exactly.
I mean, you know,
100%.
she may be an alternate. I thought she handled it with such class when they asked her about it. Like she's handled everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at the roster. I think they did great. I think they picked everyone who was deserving to be there.
Chelsea Gray's the only one that
Yep.
makes me nervous because she hasn't played this
At all.
season.
Right.
So how do you? I heard a week ago that she's close.
Right.
I didn't hear days, weeks, but
Right.
close. You come back. Are you ready?
Right.
And because the Aces have held her out as they should until she is 100%
Right.
healed.
Right.
So you have her for the second half. Do you even want her to go to the Olympics? I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't.
For me
No.
to say,
As-
but I
Because
wouldn't either.
they're
Yeah.
clearly struggling
Yeah.
without her.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They don't have the bodies. They're picking people off the street. I'm really hurt they didn't ask me yet.
Time will tell.
But yeah, I mean, Kate Martin, they're lucky they
I
got
mean-
her.
Yeah.
Because she is logging major
Yeah, she
minutes.
is. She started.
And Wilson, Plum, and Young are logging too many minutes.
Too many. Yep.
Yes. Agreed.
That is why I have a very strong feeling that the Liberty. I can't dismiss the Sun either, but I think it's Liberty's year. I think it's
I hope-
Sabrina
I hope-
Ionescu's
I hope
year.
so.
Listen, I've been winning a lot of money on UNESCO
That's CB's favorite player, guys. CB's favorite player.
to make money off of.
Right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Like
for
you always
sure.
know what you're gonna get from her.
Right.
So
exactly.
It's pretty, it's a pretty safe bet.
Yeah. But, you know, again, for this whole week, the WNBA's been the top headline. People are talking.
I like the links too. It's parody too.
It is.
I know
yes.
the Aces may have won the
Right.
last 2 years, and everyone's looking at the Liberty like I am, but there's some good teams
Yeah.
out there. And the Wings, Dallas Wings and Atlanta Dream, they're not far off
No.
either.
Oh, Nike just sent
so
just signed
close.
Peely
Oh yeah, nice.
Nice.
to a contract. Yeah.
Yeah.
An endorsement.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She deserves
I'm
some
so
hype
pumped for
as
her.
well.
Yeah.
I mean, everything's the WNBA right now is great.
Yeah.
It's
All time high.
yeah.
Expanding as
Yeah,
well.
merchandise sales are up 236%. Attendance is up 156%. Approximately 400,000 fans have attended WNBA games. They're filling arenas up to 94% capacity. All Caitlin Clark games are usually sold out. Televised games is up. It's 1.32 million viewers. That's tripled from last year. I mean, it's just exploding.
Right.
My sister went to a game, and I don't know if she's listening, but I think that might have been her first W game.
Nice.
She went to see the Connecticut Sun play the New York Liberty. Could
Solid
you
game.
have picked a better game?
Solid
That was
game.
Rip was at that game.
And that
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that was Connecticut's first loss.
Yep.
So my sister's like, well, maybe I brought them bad luck, but I'm like, nope, those are two of the top dogs.
Yep.
And Alyssa Thomas gets it done without what wheels?
She doesn't have any labrum.
Yeah.
She has
Shoulders are stupid.
shoulders are
Yeah.
stupid, right, CB?
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Her shot though was like a
It's
Yeah.
shot
'cause
put.
so the labrum's like this thin piece of cartilage that goes around the outside of the shoulder girdle. And it just adds stability, but it's not like a very it's not a tendon where it's not a rotator cuff where you really need it to do those movements.
Right.
It just maybe might you don't have the same range of motion. So
Right.
she's playing incredible ball without it.
Yeah. I mean,
She is because she always triple double. She's so
Yeah.
close to
Yeah.
triple double.
and people,
her
she
passing.
she used to shoot lefty.
Lefty.
She was left-handed shooter. Now, because of the labrum issue, she semi-shot puts right, I guess, is what it is. It's not pretty, but
That's why
She is
lefties
the-
are awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, she's the typical point forward
Yeah.
on a
Yep.
basketball team,
Yep.
and she's as tough as they come.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, she's tough. Ready for my Joey Chestnut shout out?
Yes.
What is going on?
Joey
Crazy.
Chestnut.
Crazy, crazy.
All right, so Joey Chestnut, 16-time winner of Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest, and I always try to watch, but it makes me sick, has been banned from the event this year from the MLE. Do you know what the MLE is?
Major League
the
Eating.
Major
Major
League
League
Eating.
Eating.
Yep.
Come on, that's a freaking riot right
Yep.
there.
That's amazing.
Because they sign contracts, right? So I used to follow I
MLE.
followed competitive eating for a second.
Of course she did. I love
And
it.
MLE is the biggest one out there, but you sign a contract with them and you can't do any other food challenges outside of their sanctioned
Gotcha.
competitions.
CB, nicely
Right?
done.
So because that's probably that's probably a non-sanctioned.
Well,
contest.
Yeah.
the ban stems from Chestnut's new partnership with rival vegan food brand. Vegan food brand,
That's odd.
right?
That just doesn't make sense to me. But okay.
Are devastated to learn that Joy Chestnut has chosen to represent a rival brand that sells plant-based hot dogs rather than competing in the 2024 Nathan's famous 4th of July hot dog eating contest.
And on the other hand, like what does he have left to prove?
Right.
Right.
I mean,
He has all of the records.
right.
No one even comes close to him.
No.
So how much money did this plant-based vegan company give
Right.
Mr. Chestnut to leave? You know, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Boy, oh boy.
and doesn't get any better representative for a plant-based company. Come on. Are you kidding me? 6-time winner of the hot dog eating contest.
Yeah.
What is happening? That's big time news right there. That's headline news. You
That
guys.
is headline.
That's huge. I'm not going to watch. I am going to watch now. See who else
Coney
wins.
Island.
Yeah.
Good old Coney Island.
CB, could you ever do that?
No.
Oh God, I'd.
I
throw
couldn't.
up.
I
don't
couldn't
know.
either.
I have.
Do you think
zero.
they throw up afterwards, make themselves, or just their bodies?
So your body can only digest a certain number of calories and
Right.
protein in one sitting. Everything else just gets sweated out of you.
They are sweating.
They are
That's
sweating.
sure.
Yes.
The meat sweats are real.
Oh my God.
Imagine, like, and you train for that. Like,
Yeah.
so it's not like once a year they eat all these hot dogs.
Right,
It's
right.
like
And then there's like other foods that happen like during
Right.
the year. It's
Oh my God.
wild.
This is
there's like
disgusting.
wings, chicken
Yep.
wings, there's pies, there's like all this stuff.
Now I did have a dog eat a dozen chicken wings in like 30 seconds.
Oh, wow.
With bone. Bone in.
Oh,
Ooh, that's never good.
no.
Sammy, love you.
How much was that vet bill?
Man, but here's the thing. I push the plate back. I go down the hallway. I literally, if it was 60 seconds max, come back around. He's gotten the whole plate.
What type of dog?
Sammy was a retriever lab mix.
Okay, yeah, makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Labs are food driven.
We waited. He's going to get sick. No, he was fine. I mean, maybe it did cause some damage that we don't know of, but he didn't get sick.
Yeah.
He was able to, you know,
Yeah.
rest of the functions were all good.
Yep.
A dozen chicken. I mean, he had to have inhaled them. He didn't chew them.
Right.
He didn't have time to.
Wow.
Almost ate a pound of pasta out of the strainer. What else? A chocolate cake. He didn't get a lot of that one. Love the guy, but man,
Wow.
I don't know. Vermont Mountaineers baseball has started.
Yep.
Should have given them a shout out last week.
We should go to a game.
We should.
Yeah. We really
Absolutely.
We should. A strong performance combined on the mound by Jack Eshelman, Reed Interdonato, and Andrew Luxak gave them an 11-4 win over the Bristol Blues, who were undefeated. So that was the first loss for Bristol. They are 5-1 on the season. Mountaineers are 4-1 after dropping their first game of the season.
Solid.
So they are now on a 4-game winning streak. Their road trip continues. They will be at Rogers Park, where that is the host Danbury Westerniers. And it was funny, my stepdad said to me something about, you're going to go to a Mountaineers game? And I'm like, gosh, really should. And I'm like, well, I went last year, but I went to Rhode Island to watch them play. Yeah, it's a little backwards on my part. Some high school, as things will be wrapping up this weekend with state championship weekend. A shout out to the Harwood baseball team. Their 7-game winning streak came to an end in the Division II semifinal against the Mount Abraham Eagles, suffering a 5-0 loss to Mount Abe. But again, shout out to Harwood baseball. You got to the semifinals.
Right.
The
Yeah.
Final Four. That is huge. A couple more shout outs. Boys lacrosse again. We're going to Division III, where the 3-time defending champs, the Montpelier Solons, were taken down by top seed Green Mountain Valley 7-6
Oh.
in a
close game.
semifinal action. So the top seed Green Mountain Valley will be moving on. And in boys ultimate, the top seed CVU Redhawks with a 12-10 win over the Montpelier Solons. The Solons wrap up their season at 10-4, and CVU moves on to the championship with their perfect record intact.
That's another school that's good at everything.
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 For this weekend, though, let's give a huge shout out to Harwood Boys Lacrosse, sticking with the lacrosse theme. They thought they were going to have a dogfight in their semifinal match with Crosstown. They're the number 2 seed going in, the number 3 seed Stowe, and they came away with a 12-4 victory.
Very nice.
They stomped on them right from the get-go. Milo Lavitt, who we've said his name a ton this spring, 4 goals and 3 assists. Things really came together for the Highlanders. They will now face number 1 seed Hartford Hurricanes. They are 17-1. The clash for the title will take place this Saturday at 7:30 at Norwich University. The Highlanders will look to avenge a 6-5 loss on May 25th.
Be a good game under the
to
lights.
Hartford.
Dang.
And Hartford is on a 15-game winning streak.
Damn.
As well. U32 girls lacrosse is going to defend their title.
Very
They
nice.
will be playing this Saturday in the state championship game. It was a 10-2 victory over Stowe, number 6 Stowe. U32 is a number 2 seed on the season. And a big shout out to Natalie Beauregard, great kid. 4 goals to lead U32, and Willa Long, who can shoot lights out on a basketball court, 2 goals as well. So they will be defending their title, and that was their 15th straight victory.
Dang.
I'm telling you, if you can get out Saturday and go hang out at Norwich, do it. I did
think it's
so
supposed to be a
last
beautiful
year.
day.
It is supposed to be a beautiful
So fun.
weekend.
So fun.
Pretty
Yep.
sure. Yes.
Oh,
Like-
happy Father's Day, folks.
And happy Father's Day as well.
That should have been
Happy
my job.
Father's Day, Tom, and we'll do a little celebrating on Sunday. So that is rounding it out. Obviously, next week we will talk about hopefully crowning some local champions. So it's almost a wrap on not just spring sports, but high school sports.
Right? This is
In
crazy.
the books, you guys, in the books.
But we'll blank and we'll be talking
fall. Yeah.
about, we'll have a fall preview.
Yeah.
Yep,
Like, you just
exactly.
blank and it's...
Before you know it,
Yeah.
right?
It's
So
crazy.
as we wrap up, any more shout outs you guys got? I think that was it. I wanted to cover high school sports. We got Jerry West. We gave Joey Chestnut. I mean, I'm going to give him a shout out. Good for him.
Of course.
Yeah, big time. I bet you. That's what I want to find out. How much has he been
Yeah.
paid?
Kristen Press is back after 2
Yep.
years and several knee surgeries.
Saw
that.
She's back to practicing with
Love it.
Los Angeles.
Love it.
And when did
love
they
it,
announce their
love it.
roster? The U.S. soccer?
Oh, July 3rd.
Okay.
Is the announcement. She's
Okay.
not going to make
Oh,
it.
I
and
know.
shouldn't-
I
and
know.
shouldn't,
But I just...
but hopefully she'll make it.
Did you guys notice I was almost late getting here tonight? I was a little late. You know, last week I was here at 4:30. I was almost because I was thinking about gassing up and going to the Jets mandatory camp. Mandatory. It's mandatory.
Oh.
It's mandatory. So I hear they need a quarterback to show up for mandatory camp. Because out of the 32 teams, 31 quarterbacks showed up for mandatory camp.
Oh.
But Aaron Rodgers doesn't have to. That's all I'm going to say.
That's funny.
Nishanda says happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, Nishanda. I miss you. Miss you, friend. Maybe I'll see you at the... Hey, you're going to the softball game tomorrow night? Maybe I'll see you there.
Big game tomorrow night, guys. Big game in
Maybe
the
CB
Berry
will
League.
go.
CB, big game tomorrow
Time to
night.
get out of work tomorrow night.
6:30. But I have,
You can make the second game.
Yeah.
I have a dinner date with Casey.
Oh, that's right. You did tell me that.
Oh, right.
All right. I
Right,
will
right.
100% take a back seat
Right,
to Casey. 100%. So, guys, I talked enough about the NHL, how excited I am. The NBA finals so far, boring.
So boring.
Yeah.
Boring.
Not even close.
And both are at 2-0, but I'm telling
Yeah.
you right now, watch hockey. It's much more exciting.
Yeah.
much more
yeah.
exciting.
I'm still not giving up on the Mavs, but
Got to win tonight.
they have to.
Oh, yeah.
They have to.
I mean, that's an understatement, right?
Yeah.
3-0.
Yeah.
You're back home.
Yeah.
What's up with Luca?
Uh,
I mean, they had his midsection wrap. They had his knee wrap.
He's like
He goes
the walking wounded.
out for the starting lineup. He wants everybody to know that he's the walking wounded too. So dramatic.
Did he hurt his back or his ribs?
I don't even know.
Nobody knows.
Knee,
He's
midsection.
just, I feel like he's such
core
a
muscle?
baby.
Or am I making that up? I'm probably making it up. We said last week that the Celtics were more well-rounded team.
Yes, 100%.
You know, you've got Jaylen Brown, you've got Jason Tatum. I love Drew Holiday.
He's showing
I
up.
love Drew
He's
Holiday.
showing up.
And do the Mavericks have a chance because Porzingis isn't playing tonight?
I mean, they're saying
Porzingis came back for what, 2 games?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
They're saying they do.
Yeah,
Like
the Mavs have the odds tonight.
Yes, because of that.
I just like that well-rounded team, and it is. They can go 2-3 deep on that bench, Boston, and I am now thinking it's going to be 4.
Yeah.
A sweep in 4.
Drew Holiday's the leading candidate for MVP.
100%.
Oh wow, good.
Yep.
That's awesome.
I will be bummed.
You should bet on that.
But
You should bet on that, CB.
oh, that is a riot.
That'll be my new catchphrase. Shoulders are stupid, and you should bet on that.
And I won't mind if the Celtics win. How about you, Wheels? know you
I
don't
mean,
cheer for Boston.
I
too.
don't. I'm indifferent. I mean,
Kind
I'm
of
not.
seems inevitable.
Yeah.
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 And I like the makeup of this team. I
Yeah.
really do.
Yeah.
And Kyrie's not shown up so far either.
Right.
You know,
No.
I
I mean, there's no one on Boston that I despise or like don't like. So
right.
you know, so I'd be okay with. I'm okay with it.
And
It happens,
Brad
it happens.
Stevens, who once was their coach, is now probably up for Executive of the Year.
Yeah.
I like what he's done with that
Yeah.
team, and I like him. Very even-keeled guy. MLB power standings. The biggest shaker moving up 7 spots in the power rankings is the Toronto Blue Jays.
Look at that.
Really?
Yeah, moved up 7 spots.
That's crazy.
Wow.
To like 12.
Because do they still have a losing record?
That I don't know. It might be
They were
around
struggling.
500,
Yeah.
but
They were
they might be a
struggling.
little over.
Yeah.
The team moving down 5 spots, not the Mets, the St. Louis Cardinals. You can't move down when you're already at the
Yeah, I was
bottom.
gonna say. Yeah, you know, we're.
The top 10 teams in CBS MLB power standings.
The
Yankees,
Dodgers?
Phillies.
Oh, really? The Dodgers
Yankees
aren't in
1,
there?
No.
Phillies 2, Orioles 3.
Yep.
Okay, so I like that.
Yep.
Dodgers
Phillies
4.
have been hot. Phillies
Yeah,
have been
the
hot.
Phillies are wow.
Have been hot.
Wow.
This team, Cleveland 5,
like
Royals 6.
I love that
That's
the Royals are in the
amazing.
top 10. I
That
love
is
it.
amazing.
I love
Love it.
saying Cleveland, Royals 6, Brewers
Love
7.
that.
Craig
Amazing.
Counsell leaves the Brewers, goes to the Cubs.
Yeah.
Well, Brewers don't
Right.
miss him much.
No.
Yeah.
Mariners 8,
Yep.
Nice.
Braves 9. The Braves are hurting though.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
just
Yeah, they are.
physically hurt.
Yeah.
Oof. And the Twins are sitting at 10. And God, I think they
Look
put
at those
up
Central
like
teams.
Yeah.
yeah, right?
Right?
That we used to call that
Just
the
we
joke.
Yeah, we just write them
division.
off.
Right.
I think the Twins put up 18 runs today on the Rockies.
Damn.
Correa just went absolutely berserk today.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing I'm hearing is that the current payroll of the New York Yankees,
Mm-hmm.
said by Steinbrenner, is unsustainable right now for next year.
He says that every year.
He's the one who.
He says that
who's
every
making
year.
those
So the article said the Yankees might have to bow out on Soto because it
Get
will.
the fuck out of here. Give this man a blank check. They just
Right?
faced. Listen.
Let him sign whatever he wants.
The man was out.
I should spike the football on that one.
The man was out for 2 games. He was at 2.5 games. Man was out for 2.5 games. Unfortunately, the Yankees were playing the Dodgers. My dad was very unhappy
Yeah.
that they lost those 2 games, but they couldn't hit for crap.
Right.
They could not hit anything.
Right.
And then Soto's just there. He's got a bat. He wants to go in. And, of course, Boone's like, nope.
Yeah, he's batting .318.
Yeah.
17,
But
I
it's
think.
all- it's all-
17
he's
homers,
a lefty.
52
And-
RBIs, and we're
Yeah.
not at the halfway point.
Defensively, he's great.
Yeah.
And
Defensively,
he's
solid.
He's a lefty.
Cannon.
Yeah.
He's a lefty. Come
He is
on.
built for Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
Like he is having the time of his life.
Yes.
The fans love him. The team loves
Right.
him. Like, come on.
Get out of here.
So I'm hearing 11 years, $482 million.
Whatever.
Do
he's,
it.
He's like not even 30.
Yeah.
I agree.
And we
So is
never
this
say
just
long-term
talk?
contracts.
We hate long-term
Right.
contracts. We've been burned.
Can
Right.
there,
Think about Jacoby Ellsbury.
Yeah.
I'll never
Like,
get over it. I'll never get over it.
so stupid. Like, for once, let's do something smart.
Whoops.
The man's going to make you so much money.
It's so much
He's going
money.
to make you so much money.
Ton of money.
Like,
To
come
have the
on,
two-
George.
To have two of the best players.
So
in
what
the-
will
in
their
the league.
payroll be though? Let's just say $450 million, and him and Aaron Judge.
Whatever.
It's unsustainable.
Yankees.
CB, it's unsustainable.
It's the Yankees.
I just
if
want her to
George
use the
was still
F-bomb
around,
one more time.
listen, if George was still around, this wouldn't even be a
Oh, it wouldn't
question.
even-
Yeah.
you're right.
It wouldn't
Right.
even be a question.
Right.
How?
He literally
You're
would
right.
give him a blank check.
Yeah. How? Pull up your pants and make the deal.
Yeah. Like, and Soto's gonna want to stay. Like,
Yeah,
he's
you could see how happy this man
Yes.
is compared to when he was playing on the Padres.
yes. Like, literally give him what he wants.
Yes.
Please,
God,
please.
Whew.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm with CB on that one.
Yeah.
No more F-bombs. Come on. Come on. That was the best part of the show. We can sign off now. I'm all done. I'm all done.
Drop the mic.
All right. I have to get to New York to attend mandatory practice for Aaron Rodgers.
And then the coach comes out and is like, no one's making a big deal about this
Yeah.
except for the media. Like,
Yeah.
we're all good with him not
Yeah.
showing up to mandatory
Yeah.
Mandatory. It's mandatory.
practices.
What does that mean? NFL Live just kept using big words. They're just looking up words and they're like mandatory. And of course, Booger McFarland's like, I don't care. Am I really going to care in December that he wasn't at mandatory practice? But Orlovsky keeps going, but it's mandatory.
Right.
And
Right.
the other 31 teams, their quarterbacks
Right.
are there.
Right. Is he at least getting fined?
He is getting fined.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, he will get fined. I
Just
watched him make a
wild.
pass and then of course now all of his teammates are like, well, he was at OTAs when he didn't have to be. He makes a pass and he points to his muscle and I don't know, there's not much of a muscle.
No.
there, but anyway.
He's a
He's
weenie.
scrawny.
And I could eat my words. All I'm saying is it's mandatory. Practice.
I was just
Okay.
gonna say, practice. We're talking about practice.
Allen Iverson.
I love that.
All right. So, do you guys think there's a Madden jinx? Do you remember when there used to be a Madden jinx?
I do remember.
So I went back 10 years, and none of the players really.
Not recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not recently.
So we're not worried about Christian McCaffrey.
I mean,
then.
I am.
You're already going to get him. In
I'm
fantasy.
I'm already drafting him.
Now
in
you
fantasy.
want the number one pick, don't you?
Yes, I do.
So don't I.
Unless
So
Kathy,
don't I.
Kathy Thurston can have the number one pick because she won't take him. She'll take CeeDee Lamb.
She might.
So if I have the number 2 pick, I'll be okay.
Yep.
But
And I've
Yes,
seen
I am worried
CeeDee
about him.
Lamb go in a few mock drafts over Christian
Yeah.
McCaffrey. But again, it's the league. So do you know who the front cover was last year? This was wonderful. And I'm glad I looked up the last 10 years. It was in honor of John Madden. It was John Madden.
Oh,
As
nice.
It should
Nice.
be.
Yeah.
I'll just throw out that was 23. 2022, it was Mahomes and Brady.
Okay.
There was no jinx there then.
Nope.
21, Lamar Jackson. 2021. Like maybe that was his down year. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm not
Yeah.
really gonna. 2020, it was Patrick Mahomes.
Did fine.
2019, you guys are gonna love this one. Antonio Brown.
Oh.
That might be the meltdown.
that's not
year.
even a jinx. That's just
That's CTE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, what happened there?
Yeah.
Antonio Brown.
you can't even blame a jinx on that.
That's just CTE.
Yeah.
Straight up.
2018, Tom Brady. 2017, Gronk. 2016, Odell Beckham.
Oh.
That was a good year, though, I think, for him.
one.
2015, Richard Sherman.
Wow. Huh?
And as Karen Safford told me, there's only 2
I was gonna say he's the-
defensemen that have been
Yep.
on the Madden cover, and it was him and Ray Lewis.
Yes.
Get that
Ray
right?
Lewis.
I
Yes.
think it was Ray Lewis.
I'm almost positive.
2014 was fabulous because it was the Madden 25th year anniversary from 1989 to 2014. Who else but Barry Sanders?
Love
Oh,
it.
solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
Come on.
Yeah.
Knocked it out of the park.
Yep.
So I don't think there's a jinx.
No.
No.
So let's remember we said it on the podcast.
Oh no.
So now
Christian McCaffrey,
CMC.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
CMC. Oh no.
so sorry.
I am so. Are we in quarter 3 or quarter 4? Does anybody know?
It's
We're in
6-10.
quarter 3.
yeah.
Huh?
We yeah.
Yeah.
So no jinx. We don't believe in the jinx. Can I throw that away?
The
No,
Madden jinx we don't believe
The
in.
podcast.
The
jinx.
podcast
The
jinx.
podcast jinx is a real thing.
Absolutely.
Just
All right.
Just ask the Texas Longhorns softball team how bad of a jinx we are. Just ask
That hurt, actually. Watching those two games hurt, and I will tell you, I didn't watch all of them.
I didn't either.
I mean, of the two, I didn't watch the entire game because it
Nope.
just pit in my belly. I went, you gotta be kidding me.
Nope. I was so angry for 2 solid days. Literal anger.
Pit in your belly.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yep. I can't even congratulate them. Like I told you guys, I
And that's
can't
what,
even.
4-peat now?
Yeah, I can't even respect the fact that they 4-peated just because I can't stand their sportsmanship. I can't stand how they act. I can't stand Patty Gasso. I think she's part of the problem, and I can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't. I'm not bitter at all. Totally
Do
over it.
you want to
apparently.
congratulate Oklahoma softball?
Nope.
Thank you,
I'm-
CB.
Jen, maybe
I would be-
you should
Thank
type
you,
it in.
CB.
I would be worried for my health. Jen says I have a new OU hat.
Jen, I have let's have a team bonfire. Real soon. Real soon. She better not wear that tomorrow. I'll tell you what.
Do it, Jen. Do it, Jen.
I should have worn my Texas hat because I always think I bring a team bad luck.
Yeah.
Couldn't have brought him any more bad luck.
No.
I really couldn't have. I mean,
No.
whatever.
Jen says it won't match the pink.
Okay, perfect.
Well, there you go.
There,
I
perfect.
like that, Jen. I do like that. Headlines from around mandatory NFL camp. And when I say headlines, I'm going to look at you guys and do we worry or do we not worry? It's June.
Yeah.
It's June. But did you know that the offensive line for the Baltimore Ravens has 3 new additions?
Interesting.
3 new starters on the interior, center and the 2 guard position. Are you worried?
Those are big.
Or should we just chill?
I would just
yeah.
chill.
Yeah.
Because
they got-
Lamar
they have-
Jackson.
You have
They're
Lamar
fine.
Jackson behind
They're
you.
fine. Yep.
You have Derrick Henry. Like,
Yep.
they're fine.
Okay.
They're
Yep.
fine.
So we're not worried about that. Okay. Joe Burrow is resting.
He's
at
always-
OTAs and mandatory.
Yep.
With the wrist injury, are we worried? He should be resting.
He should be.
But he always has a slow start anyway.
Does.
Always.
And didn't he pull the calf muscle or tear in the calf muscle in?
Like preseason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Camp. Preseason.
Camp.
Yeah. Okay.
Camp and then made it worse.
Yeah.
I think.
So Jamar Chase showed up and he wants a new contract because he's part of that 2020, 2021 class where Justin Jefferson, Amon-Ra, Devontae Smith, and Jalen Waddle have all been extended with
Right.
hefty contracts. So he showed up. Do you think he gets his deal before the season starts?
I think they'd be silly not to.
I think he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think because everybody else
Yeah.
is circling the wagon. At some point, there's going to be a big announcement on him and CeeDee Lamb.
Yep.
Yeah.
T. Higgins, though, more so, has not showed up. He has been franchise tagged. A franchise tag for a receiver is a cool $21.8
Yeah.
million. Does he hold out wanting the long-term deal that he wants, or do we think he shows up eventually? He's going to get fined eventually,
I think it's going to be close.
I think it's
he's-
50-50 right now.
Yeah, I think it's going to be close.
Yeah.
He's going to push this to as far as he can
as
push
far
this.
as he can.
Yeah.
He's going to do a Chris Jones, and he's
Yes.
going to.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah,
I mean,
did
it worked for
work.
him.
It did
Worked.
work.
Yeah.
It did work.
So
Do you think he gets the long-term deal or he plays out the franchise tag?
I don't think he gets the long term deal.
I don't either. I think he plays out. I mean, you can't leave $21.8 million just sitting on the table.
Right.
And Joe Burrows needs him.
Yes.
And at this point, I get it. Don't get hurt in camp, and you're going to get a big deal from somebody.
Yeah.
Or you're
Yeah.
going to get traded. I
Right.
just don't think they'll trade him. I just don't. I don't think they're going to trade him. The only thing holding the Cleveland Browns back, this was a headline, because they had a phenomenal year with Joe Flacco last year, is indeed Deshaun Watson, because he is the guy. Because financially, he is
He has to be.
the guy.
Yeah. Yep.
He's getting paid a lot of money.
They definitely regret that.
Yes.
Do we think he's ready to be the guy this year?
No.
No, you don't believe in him.
Nope. I don't believe in him at all. Nope.
Jameis Winston is his backup this year, not Joe Flacco. Do we think we see Jameis Winston under center?
I think at some point, yes.
You do.
I do.
Due to an injury or due to him sucking?
Due to him sucking.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
I'd put it out there.
Yeah.
and it's
Yep.
just due to him sucking.
Yep.
They are projected to be next year, the Browns, $43 million over the cap.
Wow.
And you know who's going to want a contract after this year is another receiver that's holding out, Amari Cooper, who was 72 receptions, almost 1,300 yards, receiving yards, and 5 touchdowns, and led Kathy Thurston's team with C.D. Lamb.
Yeah, yep, he sure did.
I think he shows up eventually.
I agree. Yep.
I don't think he gets extended due to Deshaun Watson putting them in a financial
Huge hole.
Oh, yeah.
hellhole.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And nobody is going to want Deshaun Watson.
No.
They're not going to take that.
Nobody's going to take
No.
it. No
Nope.
one's going to take him as a person.
Yep.
You know, like the
Yep.
background baggage that comes with him.
Yep.
Or that money that comes with
Yep.
it. Like,
When they traded for him, didn't you go, what the
I did.
heck?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I
And then
was
they
like,
gave him the big contract
Yeah.
without him even proving anything. I'm
Right.
like, what are you doing?
and the stuff about him was out.
right.
It
Exactly.
wasn't even like, oh, it came out after the contract.
Right.
Exactly.
Everything was known.
It was
and
like
they still signed him.
A desperate franchise making a very
Yeah.
desperate move.
Yeah.
Like,
And the
I
Texans
just-
were able to build in 2
Yeah.
years due to all those
great move for them.
draft picks.
Like,
Yeah.
all those draft picks. I don't know. He's the guy financially
Yeah.
is the
Yeah.
term I keep hearing. Do you think it's important to have a true number one wide receiver on a team? Yeah, as I'm talking about all these true number ones either getting huge contract extensions or holding out. And as I'm asking you guys this, think about the Packers, the Chiefs, and the Bills.
I was going to say, I was like, the Chiefs,
Right?
the Chiefs did
Yeah.
it without any number ones.
well, and I also think of all the New England Patriots championships.
Yep.
They didn't have a number
Right.
one receiver either.
Yep.
They had
Good
the one year they had
point.
Randy Moss. They didn't win.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
yeah, exactly.
point.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the Bills have blueprinted
Yes.
in this offseason is, Diggs, you can go, and we're going to do what the Chiefs do. And the Packers are just loaded.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
they are.
I mean, you're looking
Loaded.
at Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs, Jaden Reed, and this kid, Dontavian Wicks, who was a rookie last year, who the catches he did have were 15 yards.
Yeah.
He averaged 15 yards, and he was just a rookie last year. So Jordan Love and his 32 touchdowns he threw
Yeah.
for last year, which is amazing.
Amazing.
Close to 4,000 yards. I think it was around 38. All these guys are first, second, third year.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been around the longest, J Love, because he's been waiting in the wings.
Right.
But I look at that team and go, they have a plethora of receivers. And I think when all is said and done, I think Jaden Reed might be the one that really ends up being like that 1,200
Right.
yard.
Yep.
But if Christian Watson can stay healthy,
Yeah.
and that's the big if, but you've got this Wicks and you've got Dobbs and you've got 2 young tight ends. They're
Yeah.
scary.
They are.
They're
Yeah.
scary. Would you draft Justin Herbert in fantasy football this year? Have I already asked this question?
Well, as someone who's drafted in the last 2 years,
Probably no.
hell no. He has done nothing for me.
And if I've asked this before, it's because Harbaugh is a run-first
Right.
coach. Their number 5 pick in the draft, they stayed right there and took Joe Alt, who's a grinder. So they're a run-first team, but who's going to run the ball? J.K. Dobbins or
Right.
Gus Edwards?
yeah, that's
Who were
the big
cast
question.
offs
Yeah.
Right.
from the other Harbaugh
Right.
and the Ravens.
Yeah.
So I guess, I don't know.
It'll be interesting what he draws out.
Yep.
It really will be. And there's not big-time receivers on. I mean,
they
Keenan Allen was traded.
They're gonna struggle.
Mike Williams
Oh,
left
yeah.
in free agency. Lad McConkey is probably going to be their best receiver, and he's just a rookie. Quentin Johnston from TCU, he did nothing as a rookie,
Yeah.
and sometimes receivers struggle.
Right.
But they're going to have to step up big time.
Oh, yeah.
I
They're-
will not be drafting Justin Herbert.
No.
No.
Not
Same.
at all. I'm hearing that because Daniel Jones is not doing much in training
Must
camp.
we? Must we?
I do, because I've got a positive spin here.
Oh.
So, due to the knee, the ACL, they're resting him, but they have no doubt he will be ready to go week 1. But
Thank
right
God.
now, it gives Drew Lock
I was losing
time
sleep. I was losing
to
sleep.
mesh. So, here's my positive spin for you guys. The last 3 nights, I have watched a highlight reel of one-handed catches. One-handed catches from Malik Neighbors.
But did you
Okay.
see?
He is a highlight reel.
He had a bet. I forgot who it was with for who was going to win Rookie of the Year.
Him and Jaden Daniels.
And it was like a $40,000 bet.
Yep.
He's like, nope. As soon as he got drafted by the Giants.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't hear that. Oh no.
He backed out of the bet. He backed out of the bet.
I mean, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Look who's going to throw you the ball, dude. Like, he's going to have to.
So it doesn't matter that he's a highlight reel
No.
because
No.
it's
He's
mandatory
someone who
camp.
still has to throw it to
I'm
him.
just going to keep saying mandatory camp. But he looks really good. He looks like Odell Beckham. Those
Yeah.
one-handed catches are really
They're impressive, yes.
which means Daniel Jones or Drew Lock can throw crap up there. He's going to go get it.
You hope.
Yeah.
Wheels, you know you're drafting Malik Neighbors in fantasy.
I mean, I'm
You and
keeping
Jen,
it tight
one
to
of you.
the chest here. I'm not going to
I
say.
know you are. I know you're not going to say
I
a
usually
word.
always try and draft a giant.
I know you do.
It's some
Jalen Hyatt was it last year.
Yes.
See, good
Yep.
memory.
Yep. And
For an old lady.
we're talking about the Giants. Darren Waller retiring. Are we shocked? Are we sad? Are we whatever?
I laughed my tail off.
I'm like, I'd
See, I
retire
have
too
tail
if
'cause I laughed it off. I laughed.
Going for that.
And I laughed.
Going
and
for
now
that
he's-
Spotify money.
Yeah, and now he's a rapper, whatever.
Oh, he is a rapper. He's got to talk about all
He
the
wrote a song about
layers
his
of
broken
love.
heart.
Yep.
I'm
All
like,
the layers. He has
oh
a
my-
hard time committing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of layers
Oh,
there
yeah.
in that rapping. Boom
Dear
shotgun.
Lord.
No.
Kelsey
okay.
Plum, run and don't look back.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Just keep going.
Please
Yep.
do. The Commanders. See, we're going to go from Malik Neighbors to his buddy Jaden Daniels. High praise from Jaden Daniels. Are we concerned, though, that his blind side is being protected by rookie Brandon Coleman and Cornelius Lucas? I don't know who Cornelius
know
Lucas.
that either.
Are we worried that they're protecting his blind side? And one more note. 65 sacks last year.
Ooh.
65
I
sacks
mean-
Sam Howell took, and that was a record going back to 2005, I think. So let's just call it almost a 20-year record.
Yeah.
Are we concerned for Jaden Daniels?
A little.
Yeah.
I'd say a little.
Yeah.
I mean, he's more athletic and can get out of the pocket
Yeah.
and
Absolutely.
and run more than Howell.
Yep.
So that's going to help tremendously.
Yep.
But
It's still going to be.
he's going to run for his life a few times.
Yes,
He is.
absolutely.
And then everybody's high on him. Jaden Daniels, Cliff Kingsbury and him, match made in heaven, spread offense, airing it out. But then I always, in this little, in the back of my brain goes, don't forget RG3. Same
Right.
team,
Yeah.
Right.
same franchise.
Yeah.
He got beat up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're built the same.
Yes. Agreed.
I think Jaden will be okay. I really do.
He'll figure it out.
I do.
I think he's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I think he'll figure it out.
How do I word this? Which is a match made in heaven? I just said it, so I'm going to contradict myself. New offensive coordinators that are under the spotlight. First off is Liam Cohn, who is coming from Kentucky. He was with the Rams for 1 year, went back to Kentucky, Rams back to Kentucky. He is now the OC for the Tampa Bay Bucks. And let's not forget, Dave Canales was the offensive coordinator last year, and he got a lot out of Baker
Yes, he
Mayfield.
did.
Yep.
And Coach Canales is now the head coach
Yep.
of the Panthers. So, which is a match made in heaven? Cohen and Baker Mayfield, Cliff Kingsbury with Jaden Daniels, or Kellen Moore with Jalen Hurts? I'm thinking what I already said.
I think it's Kingsbury and
Yeah.
Daniels. Yes.
The one I'm most concerned about is Cohen with Baker
Big
Mayfield.
Mayfield, yeah.
Yep.
Because Canales had the magic touch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really did. And they're talking up offensive coordinators, and I am nervous for Tampa. I'm
Yeah.
nervous.
Yes.
Made the playoffs, won a playoff game last
Yeah,
year.
and Baker had such a good year, and I was so happy for him.
He looked like such a different quarterback.
Yes.
Oh,
Such
he
a
had
different
such a
quarterback.
good year. So that's my headlines from around mandatory camp. You guys tired of me saying that yet? Anybody tired?
Nah.
No? Okay.
Nah.
Did we do the project? Okay, so CBS did their bottom five. You want
For
to hear who they think the bottom 5 teams are going to be in the NFL?
I can guess
Yep.
Okay.
a few of them.
At number 5, the Raiders.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
I'm shocked by that. I think they're going off their quarterback, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, probably.
Or
They're
lack
giving them
thereof, I guess.
6.5. You're right. 6.5
Yeah,
wins.
okay.
Over under. I'm going over.
I'm going over.
Me too.
I know
Gotta go.
Aiden O'Connell.
I have
and
trust in Antonio.
I know. I was gonna
Yes.
say.
I
was
can't.
Like, I can't.
And that
Pierce-
defense is freaking
AP,
That
sick.
defense
yes.
is good.
So
and
good.
that
And he
defense-
just brings out so much in his.
Yeah.
You just added Christian Wilkins to the middle
Yeah.
of it.
Yep.
With your boy Mad Max.
Yeah, Mad Max
So
is
you
gonna have
got
himself a
Wilkins
year.
in the
He's gonna
middle,
go off.
slowing the rundown. So
Yeah.
I'm going over
Yeah,
6.5.
I
Same.
agree 100%.
Absolutely.
And I like the Gardner.
I like the Gardner too.
I
like
think
him.
it's the AP effect.
Yeah.
Antonio Pierce.
Oh man,
And number 4, CBS put the Giants 6.5 again.
that high?
lower, way lower.
So you're going
Yeah.
under.
Under.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I'm predicting we win 3 to 4 games.
I will make that bet.
So you guys traded for Brian Burns, who is one of the best pass rushers from the Panthers. I think Devin Singletary's not the answer, but he's not going to be bad at running back. You got Malik Neighbors. I know Xavier McKinney gone from that defensive backfield makes me a little nervous. And as I'm saying that, I'm going under as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we're
yeah.
all going
Yeah.
under.
oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 3, the Broncos, 6 wins. So do you believe in the Bo Nix, Sean Payton effect?
Ooh, I don't know. That one's to be determined.
Yeah.
A lot of praise coming out of
Yeah.
camp on Bo Nix.
No, I can't. I
I
can't.
just-
I'm
I
going
can't.
under. I'm
I'm
Yeah.
going
going
to say
under.
right at 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even.
I'll go
maybe
even.
Yeah. Or 5.
The Panthers
Yeah.
with new head coach Dave Canales. Will he get the most out of Bryce Young in his second year? And let's not forget, there's a couple new receivers in tow. They're giving them 5 wins. I'm going to go over in that division as well. And I'm going to give Canales 7 wins this year.
I'm going to say even at 5.
Okay.
Because they won what? 1 last year?
They win a couple.
Did they? Okay.
I don't know. Somebody tell me. I think it was 2. Am I being too generous?
Yeah.
Could have been 3.
Could have been. Could have been.
What do you think, CB? Over, under?
I don't think not over by much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe 6.
And
what they get 5?
5.
So
the
maybe
team
6.
they have in the bottom is the New England Patriots
I just love that.
Yep.
That just makes my heart happy.
Right.
at 4.5. I'm going to go over because I'm going to say 5.
Yeah, I say 5.
And I will say this.
Maybe. Ooh, maybe. That's
This
tough.
will be
I
the
don't
year
know.
they struggle.
And in that, like, yeah.
And I know you guys don't like Drake May. And I'm not even sure he plays much. I think it will be Jacoby Brissett, at least for the first half.
But like that division is just
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But remember, Javon Baker and Jalen Polk, those are their 2 rookie receivers this year. And I'll give them that rookie year
Yeah.
to figure out their route tree and mature. But those 2 are going to be good. So, yeah, that was CBS bottom 5.
Wasn't surprised by any of those. The Raiders surprised me, though.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're
too.
better than what they're giving them credit for sure.
And I'm trying to remember, it might have been Jalen Hyatt. I do believe it was that said the Giants will be right in the thick of things for a playoff spot. Just wanted you
Jalen,
guys
I
to
love
know
your,
that.
positivity. I mean, what else is he supposed to say? That my quarterback sucks. So, like, I mean, what else is he supposed to say? I've been wide open in practice, but, you know.
So then there was this other thing on quarterbacks that are going to improve or regress this year.
Okay.
I'm going to say a name, and you guys will tell me if you think they're going to improve or regress this year. And I will tell you what CBS thought as well. Actually, they also had bounce back, but we're not even going to use that one. Start over here. Jared Goff, improve or regress? I have him improving.
Right.
Yeah.
He
Those
can't-
weapons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
CBS has him regressing.
It's tough though. Like
You want to know their reason, though? They don't have a reliable third receiver. They have St. Brown. They have Jamison Williams, who I think will have a better year. but they don't have a reliable 3. And I'm like, what? Who is Sam Laporta?
Right. What is that?
And who is Jameer Gibbs?
Right.
Who's going to line up in
That's a stupid
the
reason.
slot?
That's a
the
stupid
slot.
reason.
That's a very stupid reason.
I'm like, oh, so we are way smarter than CBS.
We
okay?
are. Yes. Clearly.
And
Yeah.
literally, Gibbs, they're going to put him in the slot.
Yes.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't you?
third.
They're finally going to use them.
I'm like, hello.
Yeah.
Okay. Patrick Mahomes, improve or regress?
Can he improve anymore?
I know. What else can he do?
CBS says he's going to improve because of Xavier Worthy
Yes.
running
Yes.
the 4.2
Yeah.
40-yard dash. So he's going to
Yep.
run straight down the field. Again, let's not forget the Buffalo Bills allowed that to
Yes.
happen.
Yep.
Yes.
Stupid.
I
But
say
I
he.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He improves,
progress.
but good God. CJ Stroud.
Improves.
Improve, and I do like that they brought in Diggs and Mixon because
Yeah.
now you
Yeah.
got the veterans to go with those young kids.
I'm telling you, I'm going to jump on that bandwagon.
Yeah,
That
same.
You
Texans
and me both.
Same.
You and me both.
Not afraid to say it.
Brock Purdy, improve or regress?
Oh.
Oh, that's tough. I'm going to say regress slightly.
CBS has him as regressing slightly as well.
Yep.
Due
Solid answer.
to other teams having a full season of tape on him.
Well, yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Agreed.
Valid.
Yes.
So
That's a good
we'll
reason.
Let,
Yeah.
we'll
That's a
let,
good reason.
okay.
Yep.
Baker Mayfield's on here as regressing, but we've already covered that. We
Yeah.
agree he's going to regress. Kirk Cousins.
Ooh, that's.
And he's looked great in camp. Mandatory camp.
Mandatory.
I'm going to give him even. Meaning
I'm going to
I
say even as
still
well.
think he's
Same.
going to put up good numbers.
Yes.
Yeah.
CBS
new
has him
system.
regressing due to his supporting cast, which confused me. I get Justin Jefferson. I get
Right.
it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yes.
If
Yes.
he's in a Viking uniform, he's got JJ.
Right.
Jordan Addison is an up-and-coming number
Right.
2 receiver.
TJ
TJ Hawkinson's not going to play for at least the first half of the
Yeah.
season with that ACL he suffered in. That was late.
Late.
That was late in the season. So I get that. You got Aaron Jones in a Viking uniform to dump the ball to, but I look at Drake London, who just needs somebody to throw him the ball.
Yeah.
And he was solid last year. Darnell Mooney comes over from the Bears, who you can just literally say run straight ahead.
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts, who just needs somebody to
Oh
throw the ball.
God,
Yep.
he is just dying for someone
Exactly.
to get him the ball.
Yes. And if you have to dump it, there's that kid named Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
So I don't agree with CBS
Yeah.
on that one. I really
No.
don't.
Nope.
Derek Carr, can he regress anymore?
I was like, is this even a question?
I'm like,
Is this a
God.
question?
Sorry, I didn't let you guys answer. I really am sorry I didn't let you answer on that one.
That one was easy anyway.
Didn't think it was a question.
No.
My last two, Jalen Hurts. I think he improves.
I think he improves. That
With
team.
Barkley
I mean,
in
they
tow.
made more. Yeah. They just keep making moves.
Yeah.
They just keep making good moves.
I think when
I say he's even because
Okay.
I'm not a huge fan of Kellen Moore.
yeah.
I think he's I don't know why they hired him, but I'm not a fan.
I
So-
knew when Hurts kind of struggled a little, it was Shane Steichen who left to become the head coach of the Colts. Solid offensive coordinator with the Eagles. Not a big fan of Kellen Moore.
No.
I'm going to say improve because you've got a stud behind you.
right.
That's why I think it's.
And you've got everybody locked up. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. Everyone's
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy.
Yeah.
They're going to miss that center and that Kelsey guy at
Yes, they
center,
are.
though. They're
Yep.
really going to miss him.
Yep.
Dallas Goedert's got to stay healthy.
You think the push tush is going to be as successful? Without
I would just hand it off to
Kelsey?
Barkley,
Yeah.
for God's
Right.
sake.
Yeah.
Well, I worry about Barkley.
Yeah.
You don't have Kelsey anymore
Yeah.
pushing
Right.
you
Right.
or making the hole for
Right.
you or
Right.
whatever. Just hand it off to Barkley. Bryce Young, we won't hit on because I think we all think he's going to improve.
Yeah.
He's got Deontay Johnson in town, Xavier Legette from the draft, Jonathan Brooks from the draft, Jatavian Sanders, don't forget that name, at tight end from the draft. And again, I like Coach Canales. The last one I'm going to give you guys is Trevor Lawrence,
Ooh.
who had a great season 2 years ago.
Yes.
No.
And can I tell you,
But
this is
he-
what he suffered last year. CV, you're going to love this one. A knee sprain, a high ankle sprain, a concussion, and an AC joint sprain. Those all happened last year to him.
Wow.
Kelvin Ridley is gone.
I say he regresses.
You do?
I think if he stays healthy, he improves.
I think he improves.
Yeah.
Oh, guys,
I do. I think he improves. I love Evan Ingram.
I just don't know if he's going to stay healthy, though.
Gabe Davis
That's the
is
key.
there.
I mean,
Say it again?
I don't know if he's going to stay healthy. Like, if he stays healthy, he's got a shot. But
Absolutely.
I truly don't think he's going to stay healthy.
That's going to be the key.
And he wants that contract extension as well, but he's got to prove
Correct.
that he's healthy.
Correct.
Okay. That's a lot. I didn't know he suffered all that last year. I knew
The high ankle sprain is just the worst for these football players.
He's got weapons around him.
Yeah.
There's no
Right.
question. And that's a very improved defense as well.
Very much
in,
so, yeah.
Jags land. Well, that's another wrap, you guys. We got a lot going on. Stanley Cup. If the Mavericks win tonight, okay, and we might have a final that's worth
Right.
watching. High school state championships this weekend.
Yes.
Get out and support. Mountaineers are on the road, so we'll have to figure out when they're back in tow. But there's always a lot going on. The W is in full bloom, parity across the league. Enjoy the weekend, all sports, all the time. Keep reaching for the stars and enjoy sports, you guys. See you next Wednesday.